the transform of f of k is equal to b raised to k. K is if k is smaller than 0, and a of k if k is greater than 0. So we have to first see what is z transform's formula. So z of f of k is equal to summation of k equal to uh, 0 to infinity. Then since here it is a raised to k is k greater than 0, so greater than, strictly greater than, then k is equal to 1 till k infinity. F of k into z raised to minus k. Here we go. So in case of a, we have it. So it is going from 1 to infinity. So a raised to 1. So f of k is a raised to k, right? Well, wait a second. Let me make it all easy. K equal to 1 till infinity. So f of k is this function. This is f of k, is a function. So it is equal to this when k is greater than 0. So we have to substitute this function a raised to k in the place of f of k. So a raised to k into z raised to minus k. This is the fixed stuff, and k we have to replace by this range. So one by one it is gonna go. So it will look like a raised to 1, k is z raised to 1, z raised to minus 1, plus, since this is summation, you have to keep on adding. So a squared by z squared, like that. It's gonna go on a cubed by z cubed. So you can write it as, we can take a common, then it will look like a by z, z common, then it will look like uh, 1 plus um you know a by z. Wait a freaking second. Okay, a plus z whole square plus a plus z whole cube and so on. So wait a second, let me show you. A raised to 4 by z raised to 4 and so on, and here also and so on. So as you might know, that this is called power series. You have seen it. You must have seen it in Lorentz series. So 1 plus 1 minus x raised to minus 1 is equal to um, you know 1 plus x squared plus x cubed and so on. So and other one is 1 minus 1 plus x squared raised to minus 1 equal to 1 minus x squared plus x cubed plus minus x raised to 4 and so on. So you might have noticed this. So this is 1 plus x squared plus and so on. So this can be written as a by z into 1 minus. So this is that x. So a by z whole raised to minus 1. Here we go. So now we have to do this. Z into 1 is z. 1 into a is a. Z minus a. And 1 in this is 1 by 1 actually. 1 is actually 1 by 1 because a whole part. In whole part, you just it is not cut, so it is whole part. You take the whole part. So numerator is what you take. Denominator is what is the whole. So it is whole. You take the whole. a raised to, so k raised to 0 from k raised to minus infinity to k into z raised to minus k. Same stuff we did here, only limits changed. But uh, wait a second. This is minus infinity, but we don't know how to take it out, so we can just reverse the thing. Since the limit is opposite, if we take opposite limits, the signs also change. So it is like the previous one. Okay. So summation k equal to 0 till infinity, but you have to change signs here, so everything would be balanced. A raised to minus k into z raised to k. uh, you can also substitute any variable, and you can check this out too, like in this upper one, and then you would add negative variable and you would get it. But this is much more easier. So a raised to minus k, so like that we have to find a raised to 0 into z raised to 0 is supposed to be 1, plus a raised to minus 1 z raised to minus 1. Wait a sec. Oh, z raised to 1, sorry. And then a raised to minus 2 into z raised to 2, and so on. Okay, so this is 1, a raised to 0 is anything raised to 0 is 1, and anything, so 1 into 1 is also 1. So 1 plus z by a plus z by a, z square by a square, so which is actually z by a whole square. So yeah, that's how it is. Now from this power series, it is again 1 minus x squared, so that is z by a here, because z by a power is raising as a whole bracket. So 1 minus z raised to a minus 1. So now, yeah, that is how it is. So it would be 1 by a into z is a into 1 is a. Now 1 into z is z minus z. Then a into 1 is a. Now this is how it is. So denominator should be going in numerator. So it is a by a minus z. Here you go. Now in this one there was some issue, I guess. Yeah. So this is a by z by z minus a by z. Right. So numerators denominator should be in denominator into z. So this is gone. Okay. Now denominator should be numerator, because they are opposites, and opposite should be its opposites of like ally, right? Like it is like uh, let me show you. So enemy's enemy should be your friend, like that. So it is opposite would be its multiplier, right? So you can also remember, like, yeah, the let me show you, z by a by z. Then oh boy, the internet cuts. So we reverse the operation from divide to multiply. So we also reverse the numerator denominator, because we did opposite sign, so our numerator denominator is also opposite, so it is balanced. That way also you can remember. So we have dealt with this question. Let me show you a z. By the way, this z and this z can cancel out, so this is still a by z minus a. So we have dealt with this question. Let me zoom out so that you can screenshot or take notes. Wait a second. I guess it's good focus right now. Yeah. So thanks. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you watched.